What are we talking about today, Ryan?
Especially when the action is habitual.
Yes, I'm all about habitual action. I'm
Mhm.
all about habit form. You know that. All about habit forming.
And this is
Nothing else in life but habits, 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 habits. I think that's the key to success.
yeah, and this is what we're talking about today, right?
Yep, yep,
Five
yep.
five habits that can catapult us, make
Yeah.
us move forward even easier.
That's what we want. We all want, it's funny. We all have a different definition of success for our lives. And the one commonality is the fact that we want something different, right? No matter who you talk to and how you define success, right? It's always, well, I want something different. It's not like I've achieved success and I'm comfortable here right now. Even if you talk to Bill Gates, right, who's a multi-billionaire, doesn't need anything in his life. He's accomplished everything that he's ever wanted. He's consistently setting new goals, right? And he wants more and more
Yeah,
and more.
yeah.
That's the wonderful thing about success. There's no end.
You can be happy with what you already have, but there's no harm by wanting more while you're being grateful for what you
Absolutely.
have.
Absolutely. Nothing wrong with being grateful. That's important, but you
Yeah.
can't sit and be complacent and think something's going to change, right?
Mhm. You know, my philosophy is I will stop wanting more and getting better when I leave this planet. Like
That's
for the
important. That's
until
important.
until that day, I want more, better, happier.
Yeah. Hey, so real quick, we're gonna cover five. When me and Ryan and I, we were thinking about like how do we cover success? How do we cover the things surrounding success? Because success is a huge topic and it's very, very subjective. Your
Yeah.
definition of success is very different from your neighbor's definition of success. And so we said, well, you know what? Let's think about things that are applicable no matter what your definition of success is,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
No matter who you are, where you are, um, if you have success in your vocabulary, these five basic principles apply. And we're going to cover the basic principles. So we have sleep, what you're going to eat, drinking water, a routine, and exercise, right? But we're going to go into a little bit of some detail in those things. And hopefully, what we say resonates with you. And hopefully, it impacts you and you go, wow, you know what? This is not something that I'm doing, or this is something that I need to be doing a little more of. And tomorrow you wake up a new day, a new person with a new objective and a new goal.
Exactly, exactly. And as you said, the definition of success is very broad, but the thing is, these five things are universal. No matter what, if you want to live in a forest like a hermit, if you
Hmm.
want to be the best CEO on the planet or a business owner, these five things apply to all human beings. You
Absolutely.
have some ways and some tips to get better at these five habits, then you step up, you level up. So
Yep.
Dave, first is sleep, as you mentioned, right?
Yeah,
If you
yeah. Sleep.
can do
Hey, real
that,
quick, if you guys are in the chat, everybody in the chat, everybody comment success for me, huh? Everybody say, hey, success. I want to hear you guys. And the reason why we do this is the more comments we have on the videos, the more it's going to show people the videos. And what's the goal here? For all of us to contribute to each other's success and happiness and well-being in life, right? So put in the comments success, just write success. Everybody watching. Sorry, Ryan, for cutting you off. I want to make sure we optimize.
I loved what you just said about us contributing to other people's success. It's an amazing mindset that it's found, unfortunately, to very few people. But if you realize that by getting your environment better, you become better, It's
Yeah,
a game,
yeah. You
game
know.
changer. And
Sorry.
you know, I actually apply this in a great level with my peer group here in Athens locally and internationally through, the video calls and everything like we do with each other. But here locally, when me and my peer group learn something good, we will share with each other a new idea, a new info, a new seminar. So
Yep.
if I watch something, I will give everything to the others. The
Yep.
others will do the same with each other. And by getting better and better, we grow as a group.
Yeah.
And this is
Yeah.
amazing.
It's
A small
important. I
part,
think it's really important. I think, hey, real quick, everybody, if you're on and you're watching this before we get into the 5 success tips, and I guarantee you, one of these is going to be new to you, or one of these, right? One of these tips is going to be something that you go, I forgot to do that. I used to do that and I forgot. But real quick, I want you to share the video. Hit the share button right now. Just go in and hit the share button and share it on your timeline for us. Because again, when we all are successful, we're just contributing to each other's happiness when we're all successful. So you guys put success in the comments. I see success. I see success. Share the video. Hit the little share button. Share it on your wall. And then we're going to keep talking. We're going to keep talking about success and what that means. Delisha shared. Oh, I get notifications when you share the videos. So I'm watching you, Big Brother's watching. Delisha, thank you for sharing, love. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. All right, let's get in, Ryan, to the tips because people want something, right? We want to
absolutely.
give value.
The first one is sleep, as we said already. And it's like two things, right? Finding your optimal sleep environment and freeing your mind.
Mm.
Two different things that contribute to the same goal. So as far as finding your optimal sleep environment, one of the things you should consider is total blackout. So if you are like me, for example, you want an environment where there is no light at all, total blackout, no TV lights, no phone lights, charger lights, nothing, nada.
It's
And and
no, go on.
also and also you can use curtains like full total blackness, total dark
Blackout.
blackout curtains. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you, Dave. If you're like Dave, for example, he doesn't care that much about some light, but he cares about fresh air. So he likes to have some fresh air coming in the living,
Absolutely.
in the
Yeah.
bedroom.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you some. I think it's really important when Ryan and I were discussing these, right? And we consume a ton of psychology, of motivational stuff, a ton of it every day. Both of us do it every day. And you'll see, and so when Ryan and I were discussing, and Ryan says, blackout, everybody has to sleep in pitch black. And you'll hear this. And I said, well, no, everyone doesn't have to sleep in pitch black. What works for you, and that's what I want you guys to think about, is as we're going through these lists, right? As we're talking about everything that may or may not work for you, what you want to do is try and rule out or apply. Okay? Try, rule out, or apply. The end. One thing isn't going to work for every human being on this planet, right?
exactly.
I don't take cold showers. I don't like them. I tried it. I tried it for about a month and it was miserable for me and I wasn't better during the day. I wasn't more focused. I wasn't more anything. But my routine, right? When I get up, I take a shower, a nice warm shower. I wake up, I come and I do my stretching, my meditation. Then I get the coffee. That's my routine and I'm optimal with it. But it took me a lot of trying different things, right?
You know,
I tried doing yoga. Listen. I tried doing yoga in the morning and I could not, my back hurted after that. And it was like just hurt. And the rest of the day I was miserable. I said, well, I can't do yoga in the morning. So if I stretch and I meditate, right? Oh, I'm optimal. I'm optimal. So as we're going through this, I want to remind everybody, try things, apply, like really try, but then go, okay, that doesn't work for me. Or you know what, man, I am 10% better than I'm doing that now. All right.
Exactly. Yeah.
What else, Ryan?
After the blackout is the pillow and the mattress. So first with the pillow, you have to find something, one pillow that really suits you. It's totally subjective. It matters how, if you sleep on your stomach, on your back, or on your side. So you have to find your choice. And for example, I use memory foam as a material because I love how it takes the shape. It might not be the choice for you. So go there, try out like 30, 40 of them, no matter what, go to different stores. And when you find one, stick with that. And about the mattress, again, you have to find what suits better your body type and your preference. But just spend the time on that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here's the blanket. You might want to something hot. You might want something not very hot. You might need something heavy. I love heavy blankets, for example, and I also know that they sell heavy blankets where you really feel the weight because it relaxes you. So again, it's a personal choice.
It
And then
is.
as far as freeing your mind,
So before we move from finding your optimal sleep environment, so we talked about blackout curtains, pillows, bed, mattress, your blanket. Something that we didn't talk about, Ryan, that it came to me as I was getting ready is you got to prepare the day before for the day that's coming. I get my clothes and I fold my clothes, what I want to wear. I put them on my nightstand. My socks are under my clothes. So when I get up, I just grab a stack of clothes and I go to the restroom with it.
so
So
this is planning, right?
yeah, man, you got to plan to sleep, right? You got to plan to wake up in the morning and be optimal. And a lot of us forget about that. I'll tell you, Vassal probably hates me for this because we'll go on a cleaning streak at 11 at night before we go to bed because I don't want to wake up and my environment be dirty. I'm extremely neat. I'm very OCD. And so I plan to wake up in a clean, comfortable, good environment, right? So I don't have to worry about doing anything except showering, right? My routine, showering, putting out my yoga mat, stretching, meditating, getting my coffee, getting my day started, right?
Mhm.
So I plan for success the day before, guys. So that's important. We didn't talk about that, Ryan, but I thought about that right before. I said, man, we didn't talk about planning.
Good that you mentioned because number four in our habits it's planning. So it's
Yeah,
totally.
yeah. That's very relevant. So
So
freeing your mind.
yeah, do you want to share with us?
Yeah. So what do we put? So freeing your mind. What does that mean? What does that mean? Do you ever go to bed and you can't sleep because your mind is racing, right? Your
Yeah.
mind is just going, and you're like, I can't get myself to sleep. Maria says she can't sleep without praying, right? So what if you lay down one night and you didn't pray? And you know, that's on my mind. What about going to sleep? Crafty says going to sleep without music playing, right? So you want to be able to do whatever it is that relaxes you in an optimal state, right? That gets
Yeah.
you to the point where you're like, yes, I'm going to have quality sleep. Now, I'll tell you, you shouldn't go to sleep or have the TV on as you're sleeping. As you're falling asleep, it's actually not good, but plenty of people do it and plenty of people are okay with it. But proven, right? You don't want that stuff on as you're sleeping. So if you have it on, I want to encourage you to break the routine because it's not good for you. if you have the TV or the radio on, any noise in the background that's distracting to the mind. You can't get into solid REM sleep efficiently with things that are in the background.
Yeah, it could be a good idea to use the timer. So if you fall asleep, it just
Mhm.
closes.
Yep, the TV closes by itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we put? So freeing your mind, we put, this is for me. This is me all day. Put a notepad or be able to grab your phone and put notes in your phone. I use my phone to put notes in my phone. And because I'll fall asleep with different speeches or different programs or something else, like some motivational tip that I could do, and I'm like, I don't want to forget it. I don't want to forget it. And then they'll keep going and they'll keep going, keep going. So if you put them on paper or you put them in your phone, you can go, it's there. It doesn't matter now, right? If I forget about it, it's okay. I don't need to keep thinking about it. It's pointless to think about it right now. Think about it when I'm in an optimal state in the morning, right?
Exactly.
What's the next one, brother?
If you can't do something about it, just leave it. If you have something in your mind, but it's out of your control, there's no meaning in keep thinking about it. You
Yep.
just need to let it go. You
Yep.
know.
Yep.
And of course, the other thing that we both love and enjoy is meditation. Meditation will get you centered. It will get you relaxed. It will get you in the present and prepare you to have a good sleep
Yep.
after. So yeah, that's a very good one.
Yep. 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 Yep.
And then we
Uh, and
food
then
thing.
what you eat.
Yeah.
Eating can keep you from being optimal. Has anybody ever experienced that? Right? You eat and then you just feel like crap. You're just like, oh, I'm sluggish. I need to go to the bathroom. I feel bloated. I don't feel optimal. Right? After you eat, you shouldn't feel like shit. If you feel like crap after you eat, you're eating wrong. The end. And I'm not
Moreover,
talking about the occasional, oh, I stuffed myself when I was out with friends, or oh, I ate something that I probably shouldn't have. If it's Thanksgiving or Christmas or Pascha or something, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about most of us, not most of us, a lot of us, daily eat like shit. We put crap in our bodies, and I'm not being over exaggerating here. I'm not like, don't put sugar in your body, it's horrible. I have sugar in my coffee and I'm drinking coffee at 9 o'clock at night. I'm okay with that, but I know myself and my body, right? I know that I'll go to sleep just fine with the coffee that I'm drinking, and I know that I'm not eating too much sugar, right?
bro, with that amount of caffeine you drink, you are immune nowadays.
Oh, I
Because
know. Yeah, it doesn't.
Bobo, guys, I will say a funny story real quick. So
uh,
once I had visited Dave in Kalamata, and in the morning he makes me a cup of coffee. Guys, I thought I was poisoned. I tried to poison the amount. You can't imagine how strong Dave drinks his coffee. You
yeah,
can't imagine.
it's strong.
From the next day, I was putting only that much of Dave's coffee, and the rest was water from me.
Water.
Normal.
Yeah, I drink strong coffee. I'm immune to it now. It's not even.
Yeah.
I don't drink coffee. I'm addicted to coffee, and I drink it because it's comforting to me. I enjoy the warm coffee, the taste. I put caramel in it. It's just so comforting to me. It feels great.
Actually, I found
Substitute.
a substitute for coffee. It's out of chicory root, something like that. So yeah, and I really enjoy it. It doesn't have caffeine inside
Uh,
and I don't care about caffeine because I also drink coffee just for the nice feeling, the
yeah,
hot
yeah.
coffee. So I found this and I changed. So now I only drink coffee like every 3 days, 4 days,
Oh
maybe.
God. That sounds
Yeah.
horrible. I drink coffee 2, 3 times a day. All right, so eating. Oh, so what do we write? Eating before bedtime is bad for you guys, right? You don't want to eat 2, 3 hours, and for me, it's about 5 hours. It's about 4 or 5 hours before bedtime. I don't want to be digesting food as I sleep, and I can tell the difference. My quality of sleep is different, and I guarantee you, if you try this, right? If you're used to eating within 3 hours of bedtime, right? Try to go 4 hours, right? 5 hours. And you're going to notice a profound difference in the quality of sleep. And you might get hunger pangs a little bit, right? You might the first few times, but you'll learn to ignore that and you'll get used to that and it's not a big deal. And I need to feel hungry as I go to sleep because if I don't, I know that my quality of sleep is going to be it's not going to be as good. It's just not.
Mhm. Yeah.
So you don't want to be digesting food as you're sleeping.
And what about what we eat? A very good suggestion is fibers. We need to eat fibers so we have a healthy digestive system, and we don't have any problem with toilets because this is a very common problem nowadays. People have problem going and
To the
function,
bathroom?
yeah, and function properly
Mm,
because of what they eat so many carbohydrates
hmm.
and not enough fiber
Yeah.
uh, day.
Just,
So this is
just
this.
don't eat too much fiber before you go to bed.
and also and also another suggestion would be for the meat eaters, the ones that are not vegans or vegetarians, you should stick with organic meat instead of industrialized meat.
Yeah.
It makes a difference, with all the antibiotics and the not the circumstances, like
Yeah, the environment that the animals are in, it
yes, yes.
stress, it creates stress hormones. That's a whole different topic, but yeah, if you can afford to eat organic meat and food in general, anything organic, or if you live in a country where like Greece, the food here is good. There's not a lot of GMOs none actually in the food, and so you're get the
Debatable, but
no,
yeah, maybe
yeah,
maybe
there's not,
compare.
yeah. Compared to the States or some of the other bigger countries, Italy's the same way as Greece, Portugal. So you don't have to eat so strictly organic when you're living in a country that typically has very good quality food. And of course, if you live in those countries and you can afford to get better food, better quality food, by all means, and I could taste the difference. We order horta, no, oh, not όχι horta, το κοτόπουλο, δεν είναι κοτόπουλο, είναι, τι,
Γαλοπούλα.
όχι γαλοπούλα, ναι, γαλοπούλα, αλλά the male rooster, what's rooster?
Ah, o coco.
Coco, yeah, yeah. We order that a few times a year, and boy, you could tell it's in a village. It was fresh, just slaughtered the day before, and there's a difference. There's a huge
Bobo,
difference.
there are some vegans loving you right now.
That's okay. Hey, you know what? It's okay if you're a meat eater, if you're a vegan, if you're overweight, if you're underweight, if you're good looking, if you're not. All that stuff is so irrelevant to life. We make the stupidest, dumbest relevance in things in life ever. I don't understand why we tie relevance to certain things in life. It's absolutely asinine, right? It's
Yeah.
just stupid. What I want, I don't care if you're a vegan, I don't care if you're not a vegan. I don't care if you meditate in the morning or meditate at night. It doesn't matter. What I care about is if you're living your optimal life, right? If you're trying things to make yourself happy and optimal, right? That's all that really matters is you individually. You individually, if you're happy, not everybody else's happiness, your happiness. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'll get off my soapbox.
So what else about eating? What else could we add in our nutrition habit?
You know what? A lot of us don't, a lot of us snack, right? A lot of us just grab stuff to be grabbing stuff because we're bored, we're not thinking about it. And that's a habit that I had where I have, I just have a urge to just put something in my mouth. That sounds bad. To just eat. And we're all big boys and big girls. So I would urge you to be thoughtful of what you consume. And this is kind of tying into everything that we've been saying. Think about what you're consuming. Do do you want to just put forth the extra 20 seconds to cut an apple up or
Mhm.
grab the M&Ms, right? Because
Yeah.
literally it takes 20 seconds to cut an apple. And if you don't have an apple in your refrigerator, well, step one is to buy better food, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Don't
yeah,
don't full, don't get crappy food in your house because
yeah,
it's easier to consume it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But you should it would be a good idea to consume more omega-3 fat acids.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Fatty acids, omega 3, a good vitamin. That's important. You know,
Yeah,
if you have
general
supplements.
and in general food with that are rich in micronutrients,
Hmm. Hmm.
like plants
Yeah.
from your grocery,
Yep.
things like that, and superfoods. Some superfoods are really superfoods.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Some
I
some
buy
are.
this bag of super fruits with all kinds of different berries in it, and I put it in my oatmeal in the morning. And oh, that's amazing. I'll share fast. So I'll get the super fruits. It's a pack of super fruits. It's organic. You put them in the water, right? You let the water boil, and as the water boils, it extracts the fructose, the sugar, right? So now you put the oatmeal in, stir the oatmeal up, throw it in your bowl, and now you have oatmeal that's not plain. It's sweetened from the fructose that's in the superfruits. So you can't even I don't put sugar in it because you don't even need it. You can't tell that it's not with sugar. It's
Mhm.
the sugar from the fruit. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's my little food tip. Not that I'm a dietitian. What
And
else we got?
the most important thing we put in our mouth every day, water.
Water, water. Who has a problem? Hey, put in the comments who has a problem with drinking water. I've met a lot of people that just don't drink enough water and they know it.
You
Put in the
know,
comments real quick if you personally have a problem with drinking enough water.
I can't relate with not drinking enough water because I have these two things in front of my desk every day. So
Mm,
it's combined, it's 3 liters of water. So this is one of the two tips about water. Have it in close proximity. If you are wherever you sit in the house, have water in front of you. If you go out with your car or with a bag, just bring a bottle of water with you. And the second part is about having filtered water in your house. Find a good filter. Here in Greece, the one I use and I can suggest is the filter of Camelot because it is NSF approved, NSF of America. So this is the one I can suggest. If you are in other places in the world, like states or other, find filters that are NSF approved. That they have these, πώς λέγεται?
the
These,
stamp of approval.
yes, the stamp of approve, exactly.
Certification.
And this way, you know that you drink clean water in your house and you can bring clean water with you wherever you go in a glass bottle or a metallic bottle.
Yeah,
But
water.
it's important to be clean.
Yeah. Water is super important, and clean water. Not ironically, oddly enough, there's plenty of places in the world that don't have clean water. plenty,
Of
way
course.
more than you would actually think. And so to expand on that a little bit, when you wake up, try to drink as much water as you can right when you get up. When I go to the bath, I grab my stuff, I go to the bathroom, and I grab, one of the things that I grab, my clothes and my water bottle. I keep my water bottle on my nightstand. So if I wake up in the middle of the night, I go to the bathroom and drink some water. And then when I get up, I go to the bathroom and I chug the rest of the bottle of water down. And it's really important. And why it's really important is because most of us sleep 8 hours, 7 hours, and you haven't had any water in that time, not a drop of water. And so it's extremely important to hydrate yourself first thing in the morning. First thing you do, go hydrate yourself.
Yeah.
I can't
The morning
be,
routine.
yeah,
You-
I can't be more like serious about that. And
Yeah.
you'll see a difference in your day right away. Within a couple of days of the routine, you drinking a decent amount of water first thing in the morning, and you'll see that you just feel better. You just feel a little fresher, and
Yeah.
so get it into your habit right away. Right away.
Yeah, you want to stay hydrated. Don't get dehydrated.
Yeah.
So let's talk about planning again. What tips do you have, Dave, on planning?
Oh man, you know what? Planning is such an important thing because without a routine, no, I take that back. You have a routine. No matter who you are, you have a routine. It just might not be the optimal routine for you, right?
Exactly.
And so
Yeah.
you have to plan for success. You have to think about the end goal, each piece, each step to get you to that end goal and
Mhm.
execute. But you can't do that without planning how you're going to do that. And you have to micro plan. You got to plan your day, right? You got to plan your next day, your week, your month. And you got to just be this goal achieving machine, right? You just got to be
Yeah.
just, oh, here's another one, knocked another one down, another one, another one, another one. And once you get in the routine of planning, execute, or planning, implement, and execute, right? Or end goal, it just compounds on each other, right?
Mhm.
Itself. And
Yeah.
then before you know it, every day is just like, oh, I'm knocking these things out, right? Easy.
And you can find the things that you want to involve in your day, in your everyday life, and write them down in your agenda as a list. So this is what I do every day. I write the same 10 or 12 things, and they are the first things I want to tick every day, like meditation, like writing down, journaling, writing down goals, being grateful, then have a shower, exercise. So these kind of things, I want them every day. They are part of my routine, part of my agenda every day. So, and then I put a tick. And the useful thing with the agenda is that if something is not ticked one day or for some days, you notice that. You say, oh, I didn't practice my guitar for 5 days now. What is going on? Let's practice the guitar today as a priority. One of the things, for example,
Mm.
or study a certain subject, whatever. And the fifth habit, Dave.
Yeah, you got to move. My goal was to lose 10 pounds, so about 5 kilos, for 2021. And I tried last year, and I didn't.
20,
I didn't succeed.
20,
What?
which year it was the goal?
For 2021?
Ah, for this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I tried last year and I didn't succeed. And so I said, you know what? I got to do something different. Whatever I did last year didn't freaking work. I got to reattack, figure it out. And so I did. And one of the things that I started doing is working out twice a day. And so I have the luxury of having a gym here in the house. So I just go down, get on the elliptical, go down, get on the treadmill. I can't work out for more than 30 minutes. And so that was my sticking point last year is I was working out once, but it's only for about 30 minutes. And I can't, for those of you that don't know, I have a bad spinal condition. I have 5 screws in my back and 2 rods, and I'm not okay. But it keeps me from working out and going really hard. So it's hard for me to lose the weight because I'm used to working out and going really hard. So with this new goal, I said, okay, I'm going to move twice a day, 30 minutes, and that's it. And I make myself, if I want to or not, go and do it. And it's definitely worked. I've lost probably about 3 kilos now.
Bravo, and well
About
done.
6 pounds. Yeah, yeah. And it's only what, the 26th. So I'm happy, man. I'm seeing a difference. And so that'll tie into something else where if you are doing something and you don't see that it's working, you gotta try something different, right?
Absolutely.
The definition of insanity is what? Trying the same thing again and again and again and expecting a different result. So you can't keep trying to do something and failing at it and then try it again and think that you're not going to fail at it, right? Readjust, reassess, think about it. So move, you got to move.
Yeah, and it's not just a matter of exercising. It's not a matter of going to the gym because many people don't like the gym. I'm one of them. I'm not in love with gym. I love sports though. I love taking a walk. And talking about walking, we need 20 to 30 minutes per day minimum to walk for psychological reasons as well, just to keep, to unwind, to relax, to move our muscles. So the bare minimum you can do is walk 30 minutes a day, not all together. It can be 10 minutes in the morning. It can be 20 minutes after work. It can be when you go to the supermarket or get your dog outside. Move. Pick your own. It can be bicycle. You might like bicycling. You might like a walk in nature, like Dave, for example. He lives next to the sea. He can go whenever he wants and walk by the sea
and the mountains right next to each other. I'm lucky.
Yeah, and for those ones that are capable of, you can use the stairs to go up. We don't recommend going down because going down with the stairs has more probability of accidents. Most of the accidents in stairs they are when you go down.
Let me cut you off just a quick second. It's funny you said that, and I didn't know that statistic, and it makes sense. And we had a friend of ours visiting us, Sveti, from, you remember Sveti, huh?
Oh,
from
I know, yeah.
From
Serbia.
Serbia, yeah. And we took her to Athens, and we were walking down the stairs in the Airbnb, and she fell. And she fell forward and collapsed her leg onto the step, right? And so she folded her leg, boom, and it was like she was kneeling on the steps, right? But all her weight went on it. And oh, poor dear, she broke her leg in 2 spots. 2 spots. And we took her to the hospital. And we're just like, oh my goodness. They did an x-ray and was like, yeah, she has to have surgery. She had to have some rods and some screws put in. And she's doing great now. She's okay. But my goodness, it was sad. She came out to vacation and hang out and have some fun and ruined her vacation. She was so scared.
It's not only Sveti. You and Vasa, remembering your stairs, you have fallen before, right?
Never down, actually. Oh, maybe once, but we always use our handrail. So our hands go, yeah. Maybe once or twice I've fallen. I got these, I have some really nice but slippery marble steps, you know,
Yeah.
and
You know,
they
it's
look
time,
great, but they're
it's
slippery.
time to put that grip I told you about, that
Yeah, I'm
grip tape.
good. Thank you.
So
Ah,
these were the five habits, you know. The first one was efficient sleep. The second one was efficient, efficient,
what
effective eating.
what you eat?
Yeah, to eat well. The third one was about having clean water in close proximity every day, so you can drink more. However, no matter, there's no recommended really quantity. It's if you have it in front of you and you're thirsty, you're gonna drink. You know, it's like babies. Babies, they don't know that they have to drink 8 glasses of water. When they are thirsty, they just want to drink and they drink.
No,
So yeah,
there's a recommended quantity, but you need to fall in the minimum of that. You need to just drink water
yeah,
and be
you
cognizant.
can drink
If you're
only one.
thinking about it and you're not going, oh, let me reach for a Coke, let me just grab my water, and my water's right next to me. You'll get in the habit of just you just drink water. You don't think about Coke, or for me, it's water and coffee
Yeah.
all day, which is water.
So the third is water. The fourth is planning. Plan your day. Use your agenda. And the fifth one is move. Move up. Move down. Not with the stairs. Move forward.
That's it.
Take your bicycle. Go up on the mountain. Play sports. Just move. So these were the five, right, Dave?
Yep, that's it. That's it. If you have questions, post them in the comments. We'll answer them. Hey, don't forget, we got 4 shares, 26 comments. Go in, like, subscribe, hit the thumb. No, go in and make sure we're sharing it, right? Share the wealth, share the love, share the knowledge, so we can all grow. So hit that share button. It's just right next to the love button and the comment button. So give us a love, give us a comment, share it with your friends. It really helps. It doesn't help us, it helps them. So we really want to see people just be better, be their best selves, and just start crushing life. Everybody
Exactly.
here, everyone here is just going to be crushing 2021. I can't wait. Can't wait.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is our year, especially after 2020. 21 will be the lucky number, the lucky
Nah,
year.
I had a good 2020. I won't complain. All right, guys, we love you all.
Bye
And
bye.
until next Tuesday, peace.